Hello, I'm Sandra Kwikiriza from Her Internet. I'm the founder and executive director. At Her Internet, we advocate for the digital rights and internet freedoms for all women, although our interventions focus on lesbians, bisexual and queer women, and female sex workers. But we have done work with women in our diversity, communities of women in all our diversity. We've worked with women living with disability. We've worked with women human rights defenders and focal regional contacts of women human rights defenders in different fields. We've worked with journalists. We've worked with children and young girls in school as well. We have expertise in queer and feminist movement building. Through the lens of digital rights, obviously, and internet freedoms. And our programs are geared towards access to the internet. They are geared towards freedom of expression and speech. They are geared towards freedom, the right to privacy for individuals, but they are also geared towards contributing to a feminist internet. And in a nutshell, a feminist internet is that internet that we all want to see, an internet that has no human rights violations, an internet whereby every woman, every queer person has agency, is able to speak for themselves. We offer digital security and safety tools and knowledge and skills to communities of women to enable them navigate the internet from a point of knowledge, this is how to be secure, these are the software that I'll need, these are the tools that I'll need, but also a holistic digital security approach in terms of the platforms that we occupy, how we use them, the equipment, the hardware, the phones, the laptops and all that, and how we use them, but also if we know how to use them, because queer people, sex workers and women in general are disproportionately affected when it comes to access to education, access to health, access to justice, just general access to spaces where they are able to get this information from. So it is our obligation as Her Internet to be able to reach even that last woman in the farthest areas of Uganda's borders, to be able to equip them with this information and knowledge. The other strategic priority area that we work under is research and documentation. We carry out studies about how women use the internet, but also how they access it, and after accessing it, what they use it for. So we have last year, 2021, Her Internet launched a research report on the trends and impact of technology-facilitated violence on the lives of LGBTQ women and female sex workers. This report is available for more details on our website at herinternet.org. So you can go and read more about what we found out. But one of the issues that came out was that our activities online directly affect our offline lives. So there is human rights violations that happen offline that are as a result of our online activities. For example, stalking comes from the online onto offline. Someone could be harassed across all the online platforms and social media as we know them. For example, the harassment might come from WhatsApp or from Facebook to WhatsApp to then physical harassment and stalking. So we try to study how these patterns of violations actually affect how we exist on the internet. Another strategic priority area is advocacy, and we have several advocacy area activities, many of which are online, because this is where we carry out most of our advocacy on our social media pages, that is on Twitter, on Facebook and on Instagram, all of them under Her Internet, as well as on the website. So under advocacy initiatives, we have several online and offline campaigns that we've run. One of those campaigns is around defining what cyberbullying is. If you reach out to our social media pages, you'll be able to find it. Defining what cyberbullying means, because we need to have the terms and the language to define what these challenges are online that different women face. And then we also do online series whereby we disseminate information on various cyber awareness topics. We've done online series on the role of women in tech. We've done an online series on the biases that the algorithms online kind of embody. Based off, it is important to unplug for a few, because we live in an era where we are misinformed because of information overload. So we understand it is very important to take a break from technology, to just unplug and, you know, replug with community, replug with family, reconnect with nature, and so on and so forth, just so that we are able to keep on going forward with in using these interventions online and so forth and so on. What I can tell every woman out there is that the internet is not a man's space only, and it's definitely not for the IT guys only. It's a space whereby we can all utilize the immense opportunities that the internet provides, but also the onus is on us to know how to use all these technologies, because we live in a digitalized world, and we need to know these skills if we are to be able to create the change that we want to see, or if we are to be able to boost our economic situation, to boost our education, to boost our general growth and development in all different aspects and areas of life. It is important that we know the power that the internet accords us, because it is a space for structurally marginalized voices to be heard. It is a space to organize. It's a space to mobilize and network, and just generally build connectively across all borders. So we should not fear the internet. It is a space where what is hard to do offline can be done offline. For example, meeting friends, getting out of abusive relationships, and so on and so forth, finding jobs, finding employment, creating online businesses, and all.